You've been impressed when they lost this weekend? You were impressed with the loss?
Because you know how you just literally said to me, you know, as you sit there and I accept it. I'm used to it. I just sort of, whatever. Yeah, they lost. Here we go. Every Cowboy team I have watched in the past 5-6 years, when they were down 14 with 5 minutes left, no matter who they were playing, could have been Ma and Pa, you know, an entire team full of senior citizens that had no right even standing on a football field. They would have gave up. They would have packed it in. They would have gave no effort. The offensive line would have stopped blocking. Receivers would have been lazier on the routes. Romo would have been crappier with his throws. The defense wouldn't have gave any effort at all to make a stop. That's what I've been accustomed watching. And they actually didn't give up. And I was very impressed. Now, still pissed at Tony Romo for the terrible throw to Des Bryant on 3rd down and overtime that forced us to go 3-and-out and punt. Or the fact that we finally get the forced fumble they were trying to get all game long and it bounces 22 yards towards the end zone. Or the fact that my free safety got outran by a 6'7" tight end to the ball. Yes, those things all aggravated me. But they didn't give up. And I was very, I don't want to say impressed because it's sort of like that's your job. You get paid to play the entire length of the game. But I was impressed with the fact that they didn't give up. I'm not used to seeing that. I'm not used to seeing the Dallas Cowboys play with heart and effort. I'm not used to seeing a team that has consistently just choked away in December go 3-1 in the month. Now, yeah, they lost the bigger game, and the Giants saved them by choking against Baltimore. But that's how the cookie crumbled, and they still have an opportunity to play for the NFC's title in Week 17. What else can I ask for? I didn't go into the year thinking this team was going to do anything. When they were 3-5, I put on Facebook and on our fan page, over under, does Dallas reach 6 wins this year? So, yeah, am I disappointed with the loss and how they lost? Yeah. But when it comes down to the fact that they're actually finally playing with a sense of pride to them and some heart and not just saying, well, we're on the Dallas Cowboys. We have a star on our helmet, so we just have the right to do whatever we want no matter what and not be judged by it. I was impressed. I was proud of them. Now, yeah, it still sucks to lose. I'm not proud of that. I'm not impressed by the loss. I'm not impressed that, you know, at times you truly, truly struggled against one of the worst defenses in the NFL. But you know what? They're one of the best offenses in the NFL. They can put up 30 points on almost anybody. And Dallas just didn't figure out what bothered me more than anything about the game was Rob Ryan not saying to his linebackers, will you cover the damn guys coming out of the backfield? 115 yards receiving in the first half, another 90 or so in the second half, touchdown in the second half. Like, hey, the running backs are sneaking out of the backfield. Somebody cover one. That really bothered me. Outside of that, though, I was impressed with the Cowboys. I was very impressed. So I hope I don't think you saw me saying all that. And the truth of the matter is, I really do mean it. Now, yeah, I still think they lost to a team that they should have been better than, but, you know, I so badly want to use injuries as an excuse, but I like that attitude of next man up, so I don't want to use injuries as an excuse. You got to figure it out. The backfield was killing them on Sunday. Oh, my God, it was ugly. But they fought back. They made a hell of a comeback. Fell short. What are you going to do? How many fumbles do you force that bounce 22 yards?
So say the Redskins lose this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, not the Redskins. I'm sorry. Say the Redskins beat the Cowboys this weekend.
Okay.
Are you happy with the Cowboys season? Was it a successful season in your mind?
I wouldn't consider it a successful season.
Are you
but
happy with it?
They did better than what I thought they were. They passed my expectations. You know what I mean? But will I say it's a successful season? No. But they definitely passed my expectations. And considering some of the injuries they are dealing with, the fact they're even standing here, very surprising to me. But they did get help by their own division. Now, if they had if the Giants or the Redskins ran away and were at 11, 12 wins, well, then they're not even in this conversation. But the NFC East isn't that kind of division. That simple. So, am I happy with this season if they lose? Probably not. It's hard to say you're happy with a season when you don't make the playoffs and make a run at it. But will they, no matter what happens, let me put it this way. Show up on Sunday. We talked about this on the ride down. They're 0-2 and winning in games on the road since 2008. 44-6 drubbing in 2008. Worst loss in Cowboys franchise history when it came down to a significant game, I believe. 44-6. Last year against the Giants in MetLife Stadium, they go down 21-0 before they even decide to show up to the football game. Lost 31-7 or 31-14, I think it was. So that's what, to me, will be the make or break, the straw that breaks the camel's back. You know, however you want to say it. Show up. You lose by a field goal in a tight, tough game. I probably will tell you the next week that all in all, I am surprised by their season. I thought they would have did worse. If they show up and get their asses handed to them, then I will sit here and probably give you the same boring BS I give you all the damn time. And that's my Cowboys. What do you expect? That's Cowboys football. Now, if they win, I'll be shocked as all hell because I don't think they win the game. I want them to win, but I just don't think they can stop that offense. And it's not even RG3. Alfred Morris is a monster. And once the run game gets going in Washington, that whole playbook opens up, and then your defense is constantly reacting instead of attacking. You know, not to use an old football line, but that's the truth of it. They'll be reacting to the play instead of just attacking and playing. And that to me that's the difference maker. It's Alfred Morris to me. He is going. If Dallas can't figure out a way to stop him with 6 to 7 guys in the box, they're screwed. Because that offense is just going to open up more and more as the game goes by, and that's where RG3 and the speedy wide receivers on the outside get you. So, you know, it's going to be a hell of a game. We're going to obviously talk more about the game matchup itself later in the week. It will be Football Friday, of course, ladies and gentlemen. We got Mike here tomorrow. We got a lot of different things going on. So we'll get into the game itself on Friday or maybe even a little Thursday with Mike. But when it comes down to the Cowboys season, all in all, as of right now, they've impressed me. All in all. I think if you had a healthy, didn't lose Murray for 6-7 games, they possibly could have a much better year. Because Dez Bryant has been hot for, 7 weeks now? You put Murray in for the first 4 weeks of that hot streak, Dallas might have even a little bit of a better record. I don't know. I mean, he killed us on Sunday with the fumble on our own 3. Killed us. Now, I'll give him credit the way it looked like he got tackled. It looked like it hurt like hell. I won't doubt that for a second. But all I know is he walked off the field. He wasn't injured. He wasn't hurt. Never got looked at by a trainer or anything. So it couldn't have hurt that bad. So why'd you fumble the damn ball? He does that. You know, the elbow away from the body, the leaving the ball out there sometimes. And I understand you're a powerful runner, but bottom line, no matter who you are, how you run, whatever it is, high and tight, you can't fumble the ball and be a starting running back in the NFL. You just can't. And this 2 weeks in a row, he's fumbled. Once inside the red zone against Pittsburgh 2 weeks ago, and then inside our own 5 actually this past week. So there's 2 weeks in a row that he cost us points against Pittsburgh and then gave away points against New Orleans last week. All in all, no matter how you look at that game, that was the turning point of the game. There are a lot of things that happened in that game, but if you get rid of that fumble, Dallas possibly comes out on top.